Today I have good news, really good news. Dartmouth College has eliminated undergraduate student loans and is replacing them with scholarship grants. Now, if Dartmouth can do this, why can't many other colleges do this? This will eliminate the burdens on many, many families. Now, while it's true that a lot of the families that are paying these high tuition fees, they can afford it, but there are many families who can't afford it. And so Dartmouth has taken a step in the right direction. They are leading the way with these scholarship grants. This initiative is part of the Ivy League schools' The Call to Lead, a leadership program, and it will begin starting in June 23rd for the summer 2022 term. That's what the release said. The announcement also means that Dartmouth's class of 2022 will be the first class to enter the school to benefit from this program. This is thanks to an extraordinary investment by our community, they said in this release. The students can prepare for lives of impact with fewer constraints. That's what the Dartmouth president said. This announcement that was made by Dartmouth comes at a crucial time in this country. There are 43 million people waiting to find out if President Joe Biden will wipe away all or part of their federal loans. Now, in April, after facing months of pressure from Democrats to cancel $50,000 per borrower, Biden said he was considering some broad student loan forgiveness, but a smaller amount than the $50,000. Now, Dartmouth had previously eliminated the loan requirement for undergraduates with families whose income was $125,000 or less. Now, that's a lot of people, but not everybody can get into Dartmouth. Dartmouth is not a big school. I don't think that their total enrollment is more than 4,000 or 5,000 people. So while this is a big help and a leading in the right direction, it's a very, very small portion of the college universe. We have schools like Michigan and Wisconsin where they have 40 or 50,000 students going to there. Dartmouth has maybe 5,000 students. So now, under this program, though, this will be extended to families who make more than $125,000, right? So that's a good thing, and it's a way in the right direction. There are several other schools that are doing the same as Dartmouth. Now, this transition to the no-loan financial policy will benefit many, many students from middle-income families. That's what the press release said. But this initiative is the culmination of a remarkable series of achievements that have transformed Dartmouth's financial aid resources and policies over the past year, propelled by more than $120 million in scholarship gifts and pledges to the endowment. That's since September 1 of last year. Now, this comes about probably because many of Dartmouth's graduates appreciate the fact that they got where they are in life through going to the school, through going to Dartmouth, which is a top Ivy League school, as we all know. So there were more than 65 families that contributed over $80 million in gifts to this endowment. So if you figure that out, 65 families contributed $80 million. That's more than $1 million a family. Now, I'm willing to bet those families whose names are not mentioned in this particular article have an allegiance to this school because they themselves made money by going to this college and getting a good education. Or maybe they had money to begin with. And let's give them credit, even if they had the money. Let's give them credit for looking forward, looking to enrich the lives of others who deserve it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that people are willing to contribute to education as opposed to some of the other things that go on around this country. Just think about this. If you remove the monetary forces that weigh on students, you have created an atmosphere that is very conducive to learning. And when people look to the future, in a situation like Dartmouth is creating, they can graduate with a clear head and not have to worry about paying off $250,000 in debt over their lifetime of work. How long do you think it takes an individual to pay back $250,000? And that's plus interest. So this is relieving the students who can achieve these grants a lifetime benefit that can't be measured in dollars and cents, but it can be measured in a lifestyle and a burden that has been removed from these people's futures. As I mentioned before, other schools have created similar programs. There's Williams College in Massachusetts and Emory University in Georgia have started a program similar to this. And Ohio State University announced in November of 2021 that they are going to start a program like this, but they're not sure exactly when they're going to start. But in any event, let's hope this is a trend that carries throughout the country to all the schools. Good schools, very good schools, not so good schools. Let them all find contributors to help these future students get through school without gigantic debt. And let's remember that what Joe Biden is saying about this thing may not come to pass anyhow. He may not be able to reduce the debt that he's trying to. But if the colleges jump in, and if their benefactors are jumping in, that's a terrific way to go. So I leave you with that this morning, with this very, very good news. Have a great day. Bye.